Screaming like the start of a race. Diet Pepsi's my fuel in this Monday maze. Shake the weekend fog off my tired face. The hustling begins, no time to waste. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, let's start the show. Sun clouds up higher, chasing dreams like chasing fire. Got my rhythm set to overdrive. This Monday motivation vibe's keeping me alive. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, let's start the show. Street lights fading, sun climbs up higher, chasing dreams like chasing fire. Got my rhythm set to overdrive. This Monday motivation vibe's keeping me alive. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, I own the show. Know that we can be heavy, but I'm tougher still. Climbing the mountain, fueled by will. Each heartbeat whispers, yes you can. I'm golden, helping every woman and man. Hey Monday, motivation, bring it on. Let's do this thing. The crowd won't stop, the fire will show. Step by step, I feel the glow. It's my time now, let's start the show.
Hello, hey everybody. It is Monday, hallelujah, brand new week. So I actually like Mondays until it's like yield sign situation out the roundabout and stuff like that, like last Monday. But usually I like Mondays because it's a brand new start to a week. Things can change for the week and everything. You know, we can rewrite the whole week compared to last week. So if you had it bad last week, you can make it a great week this week. You had a great week last week, you can have a great week this week, right? So if you do not know who I am and you are brand new to my channel, hi, my name is Pamela. I am aka Scooterrenee. I'm your host of Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivations. So welcome in to everybody. Make sure you do all the YouTube things. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that bell for all notification. And, of course, as always, a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that, either on your way in or on your way out at the end of tonight. That would be perfectly fine as well. Or if you're the playback crew, feel free to leave that thumbs up at that time too. So, thank you. New hairstyle, new summer. I think I saw Mary talk about the heat. Oh, my gosh, the heat is just miserable. It's finally 93 degrees here, so tomorrow is supposed to be our 110, I think, something like that. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm staying in the office. I'm taking my lunch. I'm getting up in the morning, getting ready, going to work, and I'm staying there. I'm not leaving. Actually, I do have to leave at 2 o'clock to go to pick up something, but then I'll be right back at the office, so... But yes, I'm not a heat person. I do not like summer. I do not like winter. I like fall and spring. And that's about it. So, again, if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll keep coming back. We talk about different topics each and every week, as well as we do different series and stuff. We're about to end this series on the lies that we believe, and then we're jumping into a whole brand new series that I am super stoked to get to because I've needed it. I think other people will need it as well. So I'm going to give you a little hint to what that new series is going to be about. Y'all remember we talked about the seat at the table, you know, the gray table back in the last series. If you remember that, yeah, that's what it's going to be about. It's something about a table. So you got to stay tuned for that. So all my OGs, I see you popping in, saying hello. Always love seeing your names and your avatars because I have memorized most of your avatars. So, and the playback crew, as always, I cannot forget about you. I'm so glad that you're here. Make sure you let me know that you're the playback crew by leaving a comment. I would greatly appreciate that. So let's see who all is in chat. Tonight probably won't be a very long night. Just depends on how much we have to chat about and everything. So, as always, I like to try to keep y'all here about an hour, usually no more than that, unless we are just really chatting it up, then obviously we'll stay. First in, we got Echo. Hey, Echo, welcome in, sweetheart. So good to see you. So nice to see you today as well over on your channel. So y'all go check her out. She's got great topics over there, shows and everything. One thing I do like is some of the exercises that she does, because a lot of you, those of you that are homebound, you can't move around a whole lot. A lot of her exercising is done from the chair, if not all of it. And so go check it out if you're needing to kind of work up those muscles and stuff. I know I do. So, hey, Lori, welcome in. So good to see you as always as well. Hello, sweet Joanne. How are you? Good to see you. Nancy, hello. Woo, my chat jump. There we go. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. My feather sister, Selena. Hello, Selena. Love you. Let's see, what else? We got Mary. Hello, Mary. How are you? Good to see you as always. And let's see. Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Welcome in. Good to see you. If you love nature and squirrels and birds and rabbits and trees and everything, go over to Kathy and check her out. She always got great live videos over there of watching those creatures and everything. So let's see what else we got. Of course you are, Selena. What else would you be doing? Listening and making fake egg for Mouse Castle. Right, Mary, that heat. Oh. All right. Lisa D, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. I know you just, I think, tried to send me a message on YouTube. I'll have to see if I can get to it here in a little bit. Hello, Tammy. Welcome in, my buddy. Good to see you. And guys, if I miss saying hello, chat's just moving on me. If you said hello and I do not say hi to you, just say it again. Hello, Alfonso. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a blessed day as well. Thank you, Lisa D. New hairstyle. I've had it curled, and then today I was like, I'm just going to wear it straight. It's a work day. Today I was like, wear as light as clothes. So I wore my it's almost like a cold shoulder look, but it's laced up with the silver rivets in it, you know. And then my short capri pants and some black sandals because it's hot, guys. It is so hot, miserably hot. Tammy and I have been moving stuff, and we're both just looking at each other. We just got sweat dripping off of us because inside the house it's nice and cool, but when we go out, the heat just hits you. Miserable. Hey, Gina, welcome in. Glad to have you. Hope you'll keep coming back. Not sure if Echo's been bringing a lot of people over here, so I don't know if you're one of Echo's friends. If not, that's okay. We're so glad to have you. Hello, Karen. Welcome in, my favorite brown sugar. I've missed you. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Rain, Echo, really? We could only wish for rain right now. All right. Still working through all the chats. Right, Lori? I like them too. My boss kind of looks at me funny when I'm doing some of them, but, you know, hey. My boss's son had wrist surgery today. Thank you, Karen. And he had a big old cyst on his wrist, but it had calcified. And the doctor said it was the biggest and thickest he's ever removed from a wrist. And so he was kind of out most of the day till about 1 or so, and then he came in. But it's been a nice, relaxing day. Let's see. Oh, yes, you do. Selena's got another house, guys. Let's see. What is that? 4 or 5? It's about to catch up with the Christmas trees that she puts up. Y'all don't know, Selena likes putting up all these trees. She's already wanting to do it. And we're only in October. We're not even in August. We're in July. Good grief. 100 degrees in Denver. Woo! Yes, I said hello to Gina. Welcome. Came Echo. I tell you that Echo. I gotta send her a special prize. Is what I need to do. Lori said I was at an elderly lady's place. Elderly lady's place. I'll read it right here in a minute, Lori. Today and got her to sub to your channel, Echo. Awesome. I'm going to give her my. Yes! It's awesome. Yes. So those of you, and even if you don't like exercising and you can move around okay, it's still great to go over to Echoes and do those if you don't want to get too sweaty, as far as if you're at work like me. Anyways. All right. 6. Okay, I knew we were getting close. All right, I hope you all had a great weekend as always. I had to work at the flea market with Tammy this weekend, and then yesterday we had to run out after when we got done closing the store at 5. We had to run out to the house and load up some more because, they got to get out of there so the guy that owns the house can get to remodeling and stuff like that. So we're cleaning that house out from the sale that we had a couple of weekends ago now. Whenever it was. Feels like it's been forever, but it really hasn't been that long. So tonight we're going to be going over another lie that we have believed, and that's on that we think that there's only one right way to be. Those of you that are my right fighters, you always got to be right and everything. Tonight might be for you. So, all right. Quickly, let's jump over. Positive spot thought. As much as my husband would probably disagree with this statement, you have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, does not exist. Does not exist. Yes, go check out Selena. She's finally dropping some new content. Kathy said go check her out. Yes, she's dropping new content. She hadn't dropped any in a while, and so she's kind of getting back on the train, if that's what you would say. Get back, to doing that kind of stuff. So go and watch her. Joanne said the correct way is my way. No, it's not. Not always. All right. So that's it. No, Tammy. Bill. Oh, happy birthday, Julia. Happy birthday. So, you see, success, purpose, and fulfillment doesn't come from fitting into one mold. They come from discovering who you are and becoming that person with courage and consistency. Right, Echo? Yes. Some of us have fallen into that, right? So I want to begin with a simple, let me back up because we were talking about Monday and I totally jumped ahead of my notes. So as always, like I said earlier when we first started, Mondays are a fresh start to our week. It's a blank page, if you will, and it's another opportunity to write a better chapter than the one before. So I do want to begin with a quick, simple chat participation question. Those of you that are new, I do chat participation questions, and I will either have you answer a question or I'll have you make a statement that I give you. And if you participate, I will star your comment and you get entered into the monthly drawing that I do on the first Monday, usually, of each month. So First chat participation question. How many of you have ever felt like you weren't enough because you didn't fit someone else's definition of success? Lori, I love it. I'm not always right, but there is a right way to fold a towel. My husband would probably say the same. So I'll repeat the question. How many of you have ever felt like you weren't enough because you didn't fit someone else's definition of what success is? Alfonso says, many times. Mary says, oh, yes. Right? Yes. Lisa D says, yes. Woo! Chat keeps jumping. Kathy says, way too many times. Right? Gina says, 100%. Nancy says, yes, ma'am. Oh, Gina, let me give you your star. Why is it not starring? Hold on, there it goes. Okay. Echo says, me. And Selena's like, you do know me, right? Yes, Mary. How many of us have wasted years of doing that, right? Tammy, have you ever felt like you weren't enough because you didn't fit someone else's definition of success? Lori says, not really. It's me that's too hard on me. I don't really care what people think. Yay! Yeah, I used to, like probably back in my 20s. Oh, I want to do that someday. I know if I get there, always, I've shared this before with you guys. Karen says yes. Tammy says yes, and now she says no. But I always felt like I had to fit in this mold of what my stepdad expected as far as success goes. So when I got pregnant, in college, oh man, I felt like I just ruined the whole look of what success was to him and to everybody else. Like I felt like I let him and my mom down big time. And so that's kind of what I think of is I didn't fit in that mold that he had formed for me. I'm not saying he did. That's how I was felt. So, right, Lori? Yes. My oldest daughter, she got pregnant at 17, but she busted all of the statistics, teenager pregnancy statistics, and I'm so very proud of her. So, she is now 30. She'll be 32 next month. So, very proud of her. So, and some of you that maybe didn't answer, or I'm going to kind of take this a little bit further. We are too hard on ourselves. But things like maybe you weren't outgoing enough. Maybe you weren't quiet enough. I think of Tammy on that one. I'm just kidding. Maybe you weren't fast enough. Maybe you weren't ambitious enough. Maybe you weren't married by a certain age, or maybe you married too late in life. Maybe you didn't go to college as expected, or maybe you did go to college, but you didn't use your degree. Maybe you're building a business while everyone else is climbing the corporate ladder and seems like they are just succeeding faster than you are. Or maybe you made a mistake for going after a dream of building your own business, and now you're playing catch up. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. That's awesome, Lori. I love it. But somewhere along the way, many of us, we began believing a dangerous lie. We believe that there's only one right way to be. So tonight I want to challenge that belief, that thought process, because that belief, it steals confidence. It steals our creativity. It even can steal our peace and our joy. Believe it or not, but from childhood, we're actually taught about we're taught comparisons. I mean, think about it. Some of us were told that if we could just be more like our older brother, or maybe it was if you needed to act like your sister if you didn't have a brother. You needed to, how people feel like they are in the shadow of their sibling. Maybe you were told that you needed to be more like them, or maybe it's vice versa. You need to be more like your younger sibling. No, that's right, Selena. Selena said, my life changed when I found you all, when I started Monday Motivation, I hate myself so much. It was your love and my friends that helped me out of the dark. Yes. Lori says, I have to give someone a ride. Gonna leave you running. All right. Gotcha. No worries. Play back. So, maybe it was to look at and be like the top student of your class. Maybe it was to look at and be like the best athlete. Maybe as you got older, it was to have been looked at and be like the successful entrepreneur. The younger generation is to look at and be like the popular influencer. Look at and be like the millionaire. Look at and be like the perfect family. You see where I'm going with this? Without realizing it, we began collecting indivisible. That's not right. Invisible measuring sticks. Mary says, being true to myself is imperative these days in rigorous honesty. Right? Yes. Non-negotiable. Yes. Echo said, I had to learn that God made me to be the best me I could be and not anyone else. Right? So, but we collected all these invisible measure sticks, whether we realized it or not. Oh, I want to be more like her. I want to be able to do my makeup like her. Or I want to have the type of job that she has, or I want to be a stay-at-home mom, like her, and be the best mom like she is, and everything. I want the marriage like they have. My marriage isn't that way, and you start comparing. Well, why am I not like? And soon we stop asking, what am I becoming? And instead we start asking ourselves, how do I compare to them? Keeping up with the Joneses, if you will. You see, comparison, it quietly starts becoming our identity. And here's what's interesting. A fish, hey, Harry. Welcome in, buddy. You won last week, right? You won Monday Motivation Chat Participation for June. So congratulations, buddy. But here's what's interesting. A fish, judged by its ability to climb a tree, looks like a failure. You listening? An eagle, judged by swimming, looks inadequate. A rose isn't wrong because it doesn't bloom like a sunflower. Nature has never apologized for diversity. Only humans do. So let's do another fun chat participation question here. Imagine walking through a forest and complaining, why are all these trees exactly the same? Why aren't they all alike? Does that sound ridiculous or not to you? Easy chat participation question here. You're walking through a forest and you're just complaining that none of the trees look the same. They don't look alike. Does that sound ridiculous to you to be complaining about trees not looking the same or not? Easy. I got a point to this, I promise. Echo says, yes, it's ridiculous. Duh. Alfonso says, yes. Lisa D says, yes. Mary's laughing. Gina says, yes. Selena says, yep. I can see Selena doing it, though. I'm just kidding. Kathy said, yes, it does. It does sound ridiculous, right? Nancy says, ridiculous. All the trees make the forest same or not. So it does. I mean, it does sound ridiculous, right? I know. Harry always has something wise to say. When I'm walking through the forest, I'm thinking why God made these thorn bushes. They always get at me, right? Yes. We're not thinking about the trees not looking the same. All right. Kathy says, my squirrels and bunnies each look different if you get to notice them individually, right? Right. Selena complains about when people have normal looking hair. So yes, it does sound ridiculous, yet we expect people, humans, to think alike, dream alike, succeed alike, and live alike. It puts that into a whole different perspective. We start wondering why people don't look the way we look, or why they don't act the way we act, and or vice versa, whichever. Trying to become someone that you're not is absolutely exhausting. You have to wear masks constantly. You have to edit your personality. You have to silence your opinions. You have to chase goals that don't even belong to you. So why are you chasing them? Then one day, you reach what you thought would make you happy. And guess what? You're still empty. So why are we empty then? Because you climbed someone else's mountain. Y'all know I love my mountains. I have them on Monday Motivation for a reason. Climb your own mountain. We talked about Hero Mountain a few series ago. Y'all love Hero Mountain. I still hear about Hero Mountain. So climb your hero mountain. Don't be climbing somebody else's mountain. Climb your own. Stay in your lane. Stay in your street. Stay on Karen Street, as we're always talking about. Stay in Scooter Street. Stay in Selena Street. Stay on your own mountain. Don't go on somebody else's mountain and help them out and build their mountain. Build your own mountain. Climb your own mountain. Right, Echo? Not everybody thinks the way we do. That's usually obvious on some things, right? Success without authenticity. Woo, that's such a big word for me. It feels strangely lonely. But guess what? There are people making six figures who wish they had more peace. There are famous people wishing that they had privacy. My favorite shows to watch on YouTube sometimes, or ones I kind of get a little, tickled at, I guess. I don't know what the right words I'm looking for on this, but it's when people say, I just wanted privacy. Well, that's what happens when you start, becoming famous, or you become some big influencer. Everybody wants to know what's going on in your life constantly. There is no such thing as privacy when you put it all out there to be seen, right? Right, Selena? Harry says, sometimes when we try to climb other mountains, we fall, stay where you're planted, right? Yes. There are executives who dream about opening a small coffee shop. There are artists that are wishing that they had stable income. They don't call it starving artists for no reason, right? Thank you, Echo. Everyone imagines someone else's life is easier. That the grass, as Echo just said, that the grass is always seems greener somewhere else. But every life has its own challenges. So let's do another chat participation question. You all know that Selena and I, we love all types of music. If you watched any of our auctions, whether we're on my channel, someone else's channel, y'all will say one word in chat and we're off with the song. We love music. Music speaks life into us. We're constantly singing something, and I will say that Selena does have a better voice than I do. I love to sing. I will sing at the top of my lungs in my car, and I don't care who's watching. And if I got the windows or sunroof open, I don't care who's hearing me. I'm going to sing. But who else, I'm just curious to know in our chat, who else in here loves music besides us? Just a simple yes or no. Yes or no that you love music, or you don't love music, you hate music. I don't know anybody that would hate music, but Harry says, I have thought that before, why this person got it better than me. Then when I look again, I see someone that would love to be where I am, right? And we don't see behind the scenes. We only see the highlights of people's lives, right? So they make it look like it was easy, but we don't know what went on behind the scenes. Gina says yes. Nancy says yes. Me, yes. I wrote it backwards. Lisa D says me. Mary says me. Echo says yes. Alfonso says play the piano, harmonica, banjo, and guitar. I knew he was be a yes. Karen says me. Kathy says me. Let's see. I know, right, Selena? That's just odd. Mama Sands. Hello, Mama. I love you. And cue the eye rolls from Selena. Right? You don't see the other side of the mountain, right? That sun's not always shining on both sides. So let's think about this from a music perspective then. You all like music. Imagine if every instrument insisted on sounding like the piano. There'd be no guitars, there'd be no drums, there'd be no violins, not even trumpets. None of that. Heaven would not have trumpets, it would have the piano playing, right? So here's another ridiculous question for you guys. It'd be boring, right, Gina? Yes. Here's another ridiculous question, just like the whole tree thing. Would music improve then? No. Music would lose its richness, right? But you see, life works the exact same way. Some people are visionaries, some are builders, some are encouragers, some are planners, some love the details, some inspire crowds, and some quietly changes one life at a time. The world doesn't need copies. It needs contribution. Your uniqueness isn't an obstacle. It's your assignment. Self-acceptance doesn't mean settling. It means starting from truth instead of shame. You can improve without hating yourself. Hey, Josie, welcome in. You can grow without pretending. You can become stronger without becoming someone else. If we think of an oak tree, it doesn't rush. It doesn't compare itself to the bamboo. It grows according to its design. Whatever, Selena. Exactly, Echo. Find other people who can bring their own special qualities to your life. Yes. Oh no. That's what the playback was created for, right? Hope you get fixed, Joanne. So, real confidence says, I know I still have room to grow, but I also know I don't have to apologize for who I naturally am. That's the kind of confidence that changes everything for someone's life. It changes relationship. Hey, Crack and Mary. Welcome in. Good to see you, sister. It changes relationships. It changes leadership. It changes parenting, friendships, businesses. Especially it changes mental health. And all because you're no longer spending energy performing. You're investing energy becoming. Terry says, we all like the trees. We grow, and when our roots set in, we become strong. Yes. Perhaps the biggest question is who decided success has only one definition? Is success only money? Is it only titles? Is it only followers or subscribers? Only recognition? What if success is also sleeping peacefully, being trustworthy, showing kindness, keeping your integrity, being present with your family, recovering after failure? That's a big one. It's learning. Success is learning, it's growing, it's helping someone else rise. All right, thank you, Mary. I've been praying for them. That's right, Mama. Mama's a true example of that. I can tell you guys, if you've never met Mama Sands in person, talked to her on the phone, video, if you've never met this woman, I've never met someone that's so happy in their own skin as she is. So she is a true example of the kind of woman that I want to grow up to be. So she's just so content. That's what I love. You can tell she's at peace. So let's do another chat participation time. A lot of fun ones tonight, I think. A lot of things that make you go, which is a song as well. Imagine two people. This is the chat participation question. Imagine two people. One earns millions but lives in constant anxiety. The other earns enough, loves their work, serves others, and goes to bed grateful. Which one succeeded? Which one succeeded? Selena, I roll, love you both. Amen, Mama. Amen. Alfonso says the one that loves others. Gina says, I want to be the second one, right? Kathy says the second one. Lisa D, the one just earned enough, right? Kara says the one with less. Awesome. I really like these questions tonight because they're just different. Josie says the second one. Crack and Mary says both. Crack and Mary says both. Mary says life is too short. Gotta take the fulfilled, peaceful life, right? Yes. Nancy says the one that's grateful. Lisa D says I need a good night's sleep. Speaking of good night or peaceful sleep. All right. You see, maybe success isn't measured by applause. Maybe it's measured by alignment or your values matching your daily life. That, my friend, that is success. So as we begin this week, I want to leave you with a challenge. I like giving you guys challenges because I will usually get at least an email from somebody that will say, hey, and it might not be tonight, it might be later on, that says, hey, I didn't have this happen till now, and this is what happened. This is the challenge that I did. Or some of you will say, hey, I did that challenge right after we got done with Monday Motivation. So I'm always surprised at who does these and who does it. That's right, Josie. You're not taking anything with you when you leave the world, right? So the challenge is stop asking, what do people expect me to become? And start asking, what kind of person do I want to become? Don't spend your life chasing someone else's definition. Don't shrink because you're different. Don't apologize because your path looks unusual. Because history remembers originals. Harry says, you can have success and live a happy life as long as you know how to control it, right? Alfonso says, I just want to be myself. So don't spend your life chasing someone else's definition of success. And don't shrink because you're different. Don't apologize because your path looks unusual to somebody else's, because, like I said, history does remember the originals. Every meaningful breakthrough happened because someone refused to believe there was only one acceptable way. Someone questioned assumptions. Someone took a different road. Someone embraced their uniqueness instead of hiding it. This Monday, give yourself permission to grow. Not into someone else's version of success, but into your own best self. And remember, different is not deficient. Authenticity, I did it again, is stronger than imitation. Comparison steals joy. Growth always beats perfection. Character outlasts popularity. Purpose matters more than performance. And finally, the world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs the contribution that only you can make. So walk into this week with confidence. Learn, stretch, improve, serve, lead. But never lose yourself trying to become someone you were never meant to be. I want you guys to have a fantastic rest of your Monday. Make room for growth, and remember, there has never been only one right way. Believe it or not, guys, there's never been only one right way to be. The best way is to become the healthiest, wisest, most authentic version of yourself. As always, thank you guys for spending time with me tonight. I know it's becoming less and less on the other part for right now. Keep watching for the thumbnails. I think there is a special thing that we're doing Friday night with Selena and Harley and I. Y'all love the three of us together, so I think we're going to try to pull it off Friday night. So come and hang out with us then for sure. I hope you each have an incredible week also. Hang in there tight with me. Still trying to figure all this out. Oh, you're so welcome, Nancy. Love you, Mama. Echo says, learning to love me just as I am has changed my life, right? Yes, you're so welcome, Mary. Awesome. Love you, Lisa D. So, real quick, before y'all start running out of here, be watching, like I said, for the thumbnails next week, this week, all the weeks. I do have, like I said, some pop-up plans, but yes, things are still up in the air. Probably will be for another month or so. Well, probably longer than that, if I'm really honest. I got a surgery coming up in October, so that's going to put me out for a couple of weeks or so. So that'll be coming up. So things will kind of be up in the air between now and at least November for sure. So just hang in there with me. Be watching for the thumbnails. Show up where you can and support where you can. I think of you all always, regardless if it's Monday Motivation, auction, whatever. Next Monday Motivation, we are only, well, now we're 29 episodes away from 200 episodes. Can y'all believe that? 200 episodes coming up quick. But next Monday, we'll be on episode 171. We will look at another lie that we tend to believe and about ourselves, and that will be on that I need a hero. What could that all be about, that we need a hero? And all I can think of is the song, I need a hero. That song, yeah. So come on back next week if you want to learn what that lie is all about. We will finish it up, tie it up with a nice bow, and then we'll be jumping on to the next series I'm super excited about. Remember, the hint is a table. It has to involve a table. So make sure you do all the YouTube things to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that bell for all notifications and a thumbs up on your way out if you've not done so yet. Joanne says, I need a hero with this door handle thing, right? Make sure you leave a comment as well. Let me know what you thought about tonight's topic, what it meant to you and everything, especially also if you're the playback crew. If you're watching this later, feel free to participate in the chat participation. You will still be entered into the monthly chat participation giveaway as well. And that will be coming up first Monday in August. We'll be doing July. So make it a great week. If I don't see you somewhere around the YouTube, remember, as much as my husband would probably disagree with the statement, and some of you might have also disagreed at one point, you have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. Now let's do this thing. Good night, everybody.